Hello friends and followers, and welcome back to a new project. My name is Smoe. I'm a German graffiti artist. I hate this weather. Of course, I want to go painting. It is raining, but we're lucky. We want to paint in the factory in Belgium today. Yesterday, the professional Moody art already prepared the nice wall for us. Yes!
And because he is such a gentleman, he also helped the guests to enter the room. But let me introduce the team to you. On the left side we have Nick, or better known as Moody, a longtime friend of mine, an upcoming rising YouTube star, commissioned artist and traveling expert. He is also a YouTuber, and if you love chilled editing and mural and landscape painting, he is your man. But after all the projects together, most of you might already know this nice dude. And also the sportsman on the right side, Mr. C, was already a guest on my YouTube channel. We had lots of fun painting the Reds wall together, and I'm fascinated by his unique painting style that is insanely dirty in detail but blurs perfectly together from a distance. Super interesting. And 1 year later he decided to come over from Great Britain and also bring his friend Smoe, who is well known for his blocky letters and toy characters. And if you didn't know that it was the same person, you wouldn't believe the floral styles combined with photorealistic portraits and birds and animals are all from him. Insanely talented. And we 4 experts want to paint together today.
So, I will go upstairs and take one of the letters because I don't got a letter with me. I'll take it.
And there's also, have you seen this one standing ladder, this huge one? I think you can push it around.
Ah, yeah.
In the dark room?
Yeah, in the dark room.
So
yeah.
Go and see.
Let's go together in the dark room.
Dark room. In the dark room.
Whoa!
Oh man. It is such a big honor to paint with 3 other great artists on one wall. The day before, Smoe and Mr. C arrived from Great Britain, and we had a long talk about the topic that we want to paint together. And pretty quick we came to the conclusion that we wanted to go with a more meaningful theme.
I can put all the cans up there.
But you will see, I do not want to spoiler too much at this moment. And it was unbelievable how much was happening on this wall within such a short amount of time. Every time when I took some steps back, there were already some new details visible. While Mr. C and Nick were responsible for the middle part of the wall, Smoe and me balanced the artwork with 2 equally weighted graffiti pieces on both sides.
In the dark room.
Yo friends and followers, the first day is nearly over. We are already working on this wall for like 5 hours. I'm super happy with the reflections that come from the light source over there, and you can see that there is some light coming through the holes of the piece.
But before we continue, of course, I want to lead you through the letters because 57% of you can't see what I was writing there. This graffiti says my name, Smoe, S-M-O-E. E. 4 bouncy flowing letters that are pretty much squeezed together but still are made of super easy lines that form the letters. Of course, there is some extra elements all around it. S got a skep, M a chip underneath, O got this long skep that ends in an arrow, and E got a lid underneath. Yeah. And there are still these leaf-shaped elements on the left. I mean, I explained the mutation method in one of my last videos, and of course this piece also has some previous versions, and from the last version to now, this piece lost a lot of extra elements. But comparable to a tadpole that becomes a frog one day, these leaves are something in between tadpole and frog. I am not entirely happy with them, but we will see in future how these leaves will develop.
Now I will do some background stuff. Let's start.
The idea of the wall was to create an end of time scenario, inspired by the War of the Worlds movie and some longer discussions about AI the day before. We wanted to create an epic wall that shows a future world with a destroyed civilization controlled by giant robot creatures that chase the last living humans. I do not believe that the probability is very high, it will be like that one day, but from an artistic standpoint it is interesting to think about how a graffiti could look like that combines the lost place atmosphere of the factory and the dark and muddy colors of the theme.
And it's day 2. I'm fresh, I'm happy. And I'm not happy with the piece. I think this one, the big problem that I caused is that the whole piece, the front side of this piece is in the shadow of the main light source here. And this means that it is impossible that the piece itself is so light. It is too light. I need to make it darker, but this causes the next problem, and that is that I have dark outlines and I need to make the piece darker now so that it fits in the whole context, in the concept, and I have to make the piece darker now so that it looks good at the end. We will see. Maybe after 1 hour of adjusting, it will look disgusting. That's the perfect rhyme.
So I painted over the whole fill-in and made everything a little bit darker, so that there is no white in front of the piece anymore. I added some weathering, of course, a YIC sticker and some tiny details. Oh yeah!
Okay, and one thing that I really don't like, these two faces. I mean, scary faces, yeah, okay, we get it, but they just look stupid. Because it is not possible to paint them in an accurate way that size with a spray can, except when you're Jeff Evans. He could do this, I can't do this. So I will change their faces into gas masks now.
But as I don't have a sponsor for this video, I will tell you a little bit about Smoe class. In this class we go through everything I learned in 20 years of style writing. We start at zero knowledge, we use scissors and other unusual tools and techniques to learn the secrets of letters. Step by step we go more and more complicated, learn how to add arrows and extra bars, and the best is this course does not only have 26 pre-recorded videos with more than 6 hours of video material, it also is combined with a group discussion where the other classes and I can see and discuss your sketches if you want. Recently there are just a few classes in the Smoe class, so this might be a good opportunity to start. So please check out smonova.de, read everything about the Smoe class, and if you want my feedback and get a different view on letters, this might be interesting for you. Thank you!
This is the final
result. Even if choosing this theme seemed to be random to me at the moment, we agreed to paint a dark and deep painting with a robot creature and a warlike background. Afterwards, it really made me think about our future. Are we still under control? Have we ever been, or are these end time scenarios part of our culture? But if I see robots from Boston Dynamics, AI art and ChatGPT, I get the feeling we should be careful. The developers of this stuff, they should be careful. And we should be thankful about every day that we can spend with some good people and make some art. The world is always changing, and maybe this artwork is just the result of the headlines of the past few weeks. And during this painting I also realized how much I love bright and less meaningful paintings. I mean, I am always seeing the future in a positive way, and sometimes you need to make some experiments to know even more that we all can do our small, tiny part to make our world a brighter and better place.
Yo friends and followers, I hope that you were a little bit entertained. Please don't forget to like the subscribe button if you haven't already. Maybe leave a nice comment in the comment section. All this stuff supports my YouTube channel. A big thanks to Montana Cans for supporting my YouTube channel with a lot of dope free spray cans. And I hope to see you in the next project.